What is going on, guys? I am LaserBolt and welcome to another DMZ video, guys. Today I have what you guys have been asking me for the past week, and that is Laser, what is that M13 build that you're running? I'm going to tell you one thing, you probably haven't seen this build anywhere else. You have seen a couple people pick up the M13, but this particular build is specially LaserBolt approved, and don't knock it until you try it, because as you guys have seen me using it, it not only shreds, but it does really, really well. And I kind of came up with this particular build by just trying things out and making things a little bit different and not just sticking to like the meta or like what people usually run. I try to put my twist on things that should give you a slighter edge when it comes to playing in DMZ. So if you want to know how to shred with this gun as you're watching the gameplay, how to make this gun super powerful, and how to make this gun take over DMZ like crazy. I have seen a lot of people start using the M13 ever since I started using it, but without further ado, let's talk about the new OP Shredder Meta M13. Let's go ahead and dive in. So first things first, guys, I want to tell you the first things you're going to need to do to make sure you get this thing working properly is if you have the hazardous blueprint, which is already pro-tuned, you're going to want to equip that. If you don't have the hazardous blueprint, I'm still going to tell you guys what the pro tuning is for what particular weapon. So what you want to do is you want to equip the hazardous blueprint. Once the hazardous blueprint is equipped, you're going to go to your gunsmith, and within your gunsmith, we're going to change two things. Okay, so we're going to change two things. I'm just going to let you know what we're keeping, and then I'm going to tell you guys what we're changing. So you're going to keep the VLK Laser 7M, and you're going to keep the 14 Bruin Echelon. You're going to keep those two. Now, we're going to go to my build right now, and we're going to swap this here. Let's go ahead and change this and go to my M13. And this is what we have for my M13. So as you see, guys, we're keeping the VLK Laser 7M, and we're keeping the 15 Bruin Echelon. Now, I'm going to give you a second variant of this build, because there are a couple things here that I want to talk about, and that some of you guys might be like, oh, I don't think I need that. So I want to give you options. The first thing, of course, is the laser. For the laser, some people don't like to use the laser because sometimes the laser gives you away. For this particular laser, I actually find it very not super like showing exactly where you're at, but it's still, I think it's pretty solid. But if you want to get rid of that, I'll give you another build. So this is pro tuned. If you have the hazardous, I'll give you the tuning that I have on it if you don't have the hazardous, so you guys know exactly what that has a little bit further in the video. We're also running the 14 Bruin Echelon. That one's pro-tuned as well. And what we wanted here was we added the underbarrel, and this is a drill underbarrel. The reason I like the drill underbarrel for this particular gun is whenever you're getting pushed by multiple teams, usually you guys know everything right now is running 6-man crazy. This is really effective because not only it helps you deter people from pushing, but it also helps you if you get a knock, they slide inside a room, inside a building, you're able to use the drill charge to finish them off or to avoid someone picking them up. I personally believe it is extremely fundamental for DMZ, and I always recommend you put it on if you possibly can. The cool thing about the way we have this drill is that we allow the drill to be able to be very practical and not take up too much of a negative when it comes to using the weapon. So what do we have as far as tuning is concerned for this particular one? We have the aim walking steadiness all the way up. This is going to allow us to have very little recoil when we're aiming and walking. And we have the projectile speed velocity to a plus 19. You want to get it a plus 20, but plus 19 is a good. Plus 20 is the right spot, but I just got it to plus 19. I didn't tinker with it too much, but this is going to allow us to it's going to allow us to shoot the projectile a lot faster without that tuning. We are also running this, guys, and this is a secret sauce that makes this really awesome, and that is the 5.6 hollow points. Now, in retrospect, some of you will tell you that's a waste of. Don't run that. But for me, it's been working really, really well against players. It's doing the job that it needs to do. And you guys have seen when I stream how effective this is. Now, the pro tune here, guys, that we have is a plus 32 on damage range and a plus 48 on bullet velocity, allowing us to have that nice crippling power within this weapon. Now, like I said, I'll give you guys a different build that does not use the hollow points, but I personally prefer the hollow points. I think they do a really good job. And we're running a 60 round mag. That is my personal build. Now, if you're trying to change this up a little bit and get a different build that's going to make it more steady. Like I personally don't have, I play on controller and I don't have problems controlling the recoil on this one. But if for some reason you feel like it's too bouncy and the recoil is kind of hindering just you a tad bit, I'm gonna give you a different build. That we're just gonna make a couple changes that you guys are gonna be like, okay, that works pretty good. Let's put that on. So we're gonna be doing the following. So the only thing we're gonna be kind of primarily changing, guys, here is the laser. We're gonna be removing the laser. That's only if you want to stay off radar. If you don't, not radar, sorry, if you don't want to be picked up. But I personally would recommend you keep the laser. The only thing you're gonna get rid of here, guys, is the hollow points. And instead of the hollow points, you're going to be running a stock. And a stock that you're going to be running here, guys, is you're going to be running the Bruin Flash V4. So you're going to be running this one. You're going to equip that, and you're going to get rid of the bullets. And this should give you a little bit more steadiness. Now, what you want to run for this one, guys, for this one in particular, you want to run a -2.5. So I'll show you guys over this. We're going to get rid of this here real quick. And for the tuning, guys, you want to run here a -2, I think it was 220 that I had it at, 220. And you also want to go ahead, guys, run a -1. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go to -1, -1. That's what you want to keep it at. And this is only if you want to get a little bit more steady and don't want to get those ammunitions rounds going. That should primarily give you a more steady gun. Now, for the VLK, I did tell you guys I was going to give you the fine tuning. For this one, guys, since we're not going to be able to view this, you just want to have a -18 on the left-hand side on the vertical. And on the horizontal, guys, you want to have a -20. And that should give you guys the main thing that you want to make sure you have. Now, I also told you guys, I was going to tell you guys what you wanted to run in the Bruin Echelon. The reason why the Bruin Echelon is so important is because this is going to give you a little bit more range. For this one, guys, you want to run a +50 on the vertical and a +10 on the horizontal. And that should give you the kind of fine-tuned Pro Tune options for the M13. And there you guys have it. That is my M13 build. Let me know what you guys think. Put it together. You guys have seen the gameplay. We're slapping with it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.